That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild. Strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy Fine is kicking down the door. Step into the lane where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy Fine is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. Their website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
And of course, one more thing. I want to remind you guys, next Tuesday, I'll be live at the Moorline Lager House. Mark it down. The Dine for 9. We'll be down there. 9% of the proceeds from all the purchases go to the Joe Burrow Foundation. Now, Moorline Lager House is not the only restaurant that is participating in this. There are multiple restaurants. I'm sure you can find it on the Joe Burrow Foundation website. But I'll be down there. This is the one I'll be at. I'll be down there doing a 2-hour show starting at 5:30 to 7:30. Terry Nelson, Jim Breach, and Joe Farsi will be joining me. Maybe I'll get some more guests. We'll see what happens. Make sure you guys get your reservations. They're going fast. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a Dine for 9 at Moorline Lager House. What is up to everybody in the chat? I am on early, guys. We got Stranger in there, Jerome's in there, Chris is in there, GC3. What is up? Anybody else on there? Oh, Natty Rod, what's going on? He made it in the chat. You guys are the real ones. You guys are the real ones. See, this is why I say you're all on YouTube. See, every single one of you? Yep, every single one of you on YouTube. This, you guys are the real ones. This is why I always say make sure you hit the bell for the notification because you never know when I'm going to go live. I got something going on later on today, so I had to go live today. But I want to do my schedule prediction for you guys for the Cincinnati Bengals. They got the Cleveland Clowns coming up here this coming Sunday. And let me scroll back up here to the top here. There we go. And we see the Browns are this Sunday. Now, I want to tell you guys this. I think, first off the bat, I'll tell you right now, I think this is going to be a win. I mean, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. This should be a win. There's no reason why the Bengals should not win this game. Now, I'm marking them all down so I can remember what I said. Maybe later on in the season, we'll go back and we'll see how close I got. But the Bengals have got the better, more talented team, the better quarterback, better all-around team. The offense is unbelievable. The Browns, like we talked about yesterday with Joe, they got a good defense, but not a great defense. Their offense is crap. I don't see them doing it. But, it's the Boo. It's the Battle of Ohio. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a shootout. But I think the Bengals will win and start out 1-0. And the biggest reason I'm saying this is because they have focused all their offseason everything to winning game 1. They are focused on winning game 1. That's the biggest thing for them right now is to win game 1. They've Joe Burrow is, and this is the first time, I'm not going to take credit for this, but Cap has said this over and over and over again. I'm going to knock on wood here. Jackpot Joey is healthy. Jackpot Joey has had a normal offseason. He didn't have any COVID. Didn't have any injuries. He didn't have to recover from anything. He said this is the healthiest he's felt since his rookie season. That's why I am very confident that the Bengals are going to start off at least 1-0. They're too talented, too good. And this is what they've been working on. Now, what the defense looks like, I don't know. I think it might be a little scary at the beginning. That's why I think it's going to be a shootout. But I do think the defense is going to come around. So there we go. We got 1-0 versus Cleveland. All right, let's see here. Natty Ron. He said the first 6 games, 1-5 or 4-2. There you go. Your predictions, 27-17. That sounds fine to me. I don't like giving score predictions, so I'm just going to do win-loss. But I'm with you on that. There's no reason why the Bengals should not win this game. Then we roll it down to the next one, and we got the good old Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this one should be a little tougher. I mean, Jacksonville should be a better team than the Browns, but Travis Henry's there. I'm not sure what impact he's going to have as far as wide receiver goes. I think if anything, he has more impact on the defensive side, but he's going against Jamar and T, and Trevor Lawrence is what Trevor Lawrence is. He hasn't been Joe Burrow. I mean, let's be honest. So now I'm with you. It's a scary matchup. I agree. I agree. And they're yes, it's a good test for the defense. I do agree with that. That's where I'm hoping the defense gets a little better every single week. That's what we need them to do. They're saying survive. I don't know if that. Call me crazy. Call me. I got the orange colored sunglasses on. I think we blow their doors off. To be honest, I think we get out there and we get a win against Cleveland, get our confidence going, bring on Jacksonville, and we win that one. So I think that's a 2-0 there, right there. So I put a W there in the wins there. Now we get to week 3, which week 3, this is the one where I'm kind of like, Bengals at Minnesota. Justin Jefferson versus Uno. Now, they do have a rookie quarterback. Their coach has been really good at developing quarterbacks. I mean, he won, 14 games with Sam Darnold last year. Minnesota is a very tough place to win at. It's in Minnesota. Unfortunately, I'm doing this. I'm literally doing this live here of what I actually think. I'm trying to talk me into this here. They got the rookie quarterback. They got Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson wants to get back and prove that he's the best wide receiver in the league. I think their coach is going to scheme him up to do that. And Natty, I see what you're saying. That's where I kind of go back and forth on it here, because then you got Denver the next week. I'm gonna go a loss. A very close loss. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they're 3-0. But I got us right now 2-1. I'll go with that. Just because big test. We'll see. The reason being because it's the next week, and the next week is Denver. Now, why are you more confident in Denver? Prime time, baby. Prime time. The Cincinnati Bengals, unlike in past years when the great Marvin Lewis was our coach, we didn't do so hot in prime time. We do really well in prime time. I know it's in Denver, but that defense is good. I mean, they tried to hold up against us last year. But if you guys remember last year at the end of the year, it was a shootout. And Joe Burrow threw a dart to T in the front corner of the end zone to win the game. I think it might be close to the same thing. The only thing that I'm giving us a little slighter edge because I think our offensive line is better than it was last. Actually, I know our offensive line is better than it was last year. I don't think they get as many hits and sacks on Joe as they did before. So I'm gonna go with the win. You can vice versa, either one of those. You can have a win there, or a loss in Denver and a win in Minnesota. We'll see. Let's see here. G-Lou, you guys 4-0. I look, I was so close to saying 4-0, but it's really it's hard. I'm trying to do this as unbiased as I can. Did you guys ever watch my show? I'm not very unbiased. But I mean, right now we're what? That's 3-1. There you go, Natty. Exactly. Optimistic. I see 3-1 and start. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, and you're right. That's right there. That's why if they're gonna win one, I'm taking the primetime game because just like you said, Zach, which you spelled Zach, was Z-A-C, by the way. Natty, love you. And I suck at spelling stuff. I just know you spell it that way. But they are really good in prime time. So don't jinx it. I'm not jinxing this. I'm just giving my predictions. You can't jinx it on predictions, can you? I don't know. We'll see. G-Lou, what has Bo Nix actually done to be so touted? He had a pretty good year last year. No worries, Natty. I got you, bro. No worries. I know you're at work. He had a pretty good year last year, and he, really went toe-to-toe against Joe Burrow last year in the Bengals. I mean, he made some. I saw, and you guys know this. I do a lot better with stuff I see live. He impressed the hell out of me last year, so that's where I think that's why I go, which is funny. I'm going to say we're going to lose against the rookie quarterback, but we're going to win against the second year quarterback. So like I said, the Minnesota Denver game, you can flip those. But to me, I hope they win both of them. That would be great. But it would just be, I think it'd be too much of a homer to sit there and say we're going to win both of them. But we'll see here. All right, so Denver. Then let's get this back to the schedule here. So after Denver, then we got the Lions. Lions at Bengals. Now, I go with this. The Lions, I didn't add that to the stage. Sorry, my bad. The Lions lost both their offense coordinators, or both their coordinators. People are like, yeah, but they still got the head coach. I'll just go back to when the Bengals lost their coordinators. They weren't as good. I keep going back to 88 to 89. We lost Bruce Coslett, and we weren't the same. And we found that out not necessarily through the Andy Dalton years, because we kept going through to playoffs. But once we lost Zim and we lost oh man, why can't I remember our OC's name? His Gruden. We kind of fell off after that. So losing both of your coordinators is a big deal. And I'm not completely sold on Jared Goff. He's a good quarterback. I don't think he's an elite quarterback. I don't think he's a guy that can make up for things you're lacking. So that's where, anyway, I think the Bengals beat Detroit there. So we'll go with that. So that's a win. So right now I got us 4 wins, 4 wins, 1 loss right now. Now the interesting one, and that is the Green Bay Packers. Now, before Micah Parsons, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to win this. We are definitely going to. This is, I wouldn't even say it's not a problem, but I thought it was going to be a tough game. Now that they got Micah Parsons, it kind of changes things for me a little bit. And it would be better. I would love to actually be able to put a pin in this prediction and wait and see how our offensive line is looking compared to their two bookend edge rushers that they have. But going to Green Bay, and this is one of the road games I wanted to go to, but we decided that we're going to do the watch parties at Moreland Lager House this Sunday, which first one's this Sunday. But I don't really totally believe in Jordan Love. Jordan Love had a really good first year of starting. Then he got the big contract. Last year, I know he got hurt, but he still wasn't that guy. But we have Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is a game wrecker. He can change a game in a heartbeat. So let's see. I got 4 wins already. We got I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna go with a loss. I'm gonna go with a loss on this. I don't. When the week comes, I'm gonna tell you we're gonna win. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I agree with you, Natty. Green Bay can't cover. I know, but if our offensive line cannot keep Micah Parsons out of there, it's gonna be a long day. So that's where I'm like, I'd really like to be able to see how our offensive line looks before I totally make this, but we'll see. So we got 4 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. I got 2 losses right now. We're 4-2. So if we're 4-2, that's awesome. That'd be great. Now, moving on to the Pittsburgh Steelers right here. Steelers at Bengals. 8:15 prime time game. Again, we do really good in primetime games. I am not sold on Aaron Rodgers. And the thing is, like, I get, let me talk about the Steelers for a little bit here. Why people are saying that the Steelers, it's taken me a little while to kind of wrap my head around this. And I heard a good point on, I think it was NFL radio this morning. Mike Tomlin has not had a losing record with shitty quarterbacks since Ben's left. And Ben wasn't that good at the end of his career. And he still has had a losing record. And now he's got Aaron Rodgers, who I think Aaron is a shell of himself. I don't think he's anywhere. I don't think he's anywhere close to what he used to be. But once this person on NFL radio said, I can't remember who said it, said they have a competent quarterback. I'm like, okay, like, well, that makes sense. That's why I think people still overreact and say he's going to go to the playoffs. I mean, they still really don't have anybody to throw the ball to, and I think their defense is worse. And Cam Hayward, is he going to play? I mean, isn't he sitting out? I haven't heard anything about that. So, anyway, it is. Is the Bengals that pit, right? Let's see. Let me double check that. No, Steelers at Bengals. Steelers at Bengals. It's here. Okay, so what I normally do for the AFC North games, I usually split them. And that's just the way I'm probably going to split them all this time. This one's going to be a window. Bengals Pitt at Bengals. Or make that one a win. Yes, please do that. Hit the likes on the show. I'd appreciate it. Let's get some conversation here going for a little bit here before we move on. Cam wants more money. Pittsburgh is big mad. Yeah, and that's where I'm like, are they going to sign? And they made him a captain. That's crazy. Has he practiced? And that's the thing. Like, the only thing I ever heard about, this is what I don't get about the national media. Every day, trash, and he's at Bengals practice, but he's not playing every day. I didn't even know Cam Hayward was even doing a sit-in or whatever the heck they call it until he made his statement, I don't know, a month ago. And I haven't heard jack crap about it since then. So, but then I heard that he's still not practicing. So, but they made him a captain. It's crazy. KP for Casey. I've noticed nobody's covering the Hayward holdout. Yeah. They made it seem like Trey was the only holdout. Exactly. That's where I'm like, and then I found out he was a captain. And again, I heard it on NFL radio where they said, well, he's still holding in. It's like, well, how the hell are you going to make him a captain when he's not even participating? Natty, I'm with you, brother. I'm so with you. I want to sweep them. I want to sweep them. I want to sweep all the AFC North. I do. And when I get to the Friday before, I'm picking the Bengals. But right now, for this prediction show, I got to try to do something to do that. But as I said, we have a watch party that hopefully you guys that live in Cincinnati might want to check out.
Hey guys, what's going on? Football is back, baby! Looking for a place to watch the Bengals beat the Browns? Might I suggest Moorland Lager House starting at 12 o'clock? I'll be there playing some music, playing some games, and drinking some beer. We got $5 drafts, $5 well drinks, $5 house wine, $5 special shot of the day. I don't know what the shot of the day is, but it's special, so it sounds delicious. We'll also be giving away free samples of Best Day Brewery. Check that out. Come on down. Hold on to your table the entire game. No rush. Sit there, chill, have a great time, drink some beer, eat some delicious morning food, and watch the Bengals beat the Browns. Again, that's this Sunday, 12 o'clock, Moorland Lager House Watch Day Experience. Hope to see you there. Let's go.
I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait. It's going to be an absolute blast. I'm going to be down there starting at 12 o'clock. Natty, whenever you move back to Cincinnati, you can come hang out. But yeah, $5 everything. So, I mean, it's going to be an awesome time. Hopefully you guys come down. We're going to be doing some prizes, some games, some trivia, and just hanging out and having some fun. And we're going to do this every Sunday. So every Sunday, you know, if you want a place to watch the Bengals game on road games, come to Moorland Lager House. If you want a place to tailgate, we're starting 3 hours before every single Bengals home game at the Moorland Lager House. All right, so it's getting back to where I was at in this. Hold on, let me get to a couple of your comments here. Chris, what's up? I want 5-1 in division, sweep the Clowns, sweep the Steelers, and split with the Ratbirds. That sounds good to me. Natty Ron, 13-4, 5-1 in the AFC North. John, what's going on? You're from Michigan. Yeah, I am healthy and happy. Thanks for joining the show. Chris, I'm with you there. Let's go. 17-0. We're coming for everything, baby. Joe has to see those weirdos putting them running backs, Josh and Lamar, in front of him. Exactly. I like where you're at, Chris. Natty, I'll be home in February for the orange and black confetti. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Natty, you come into town this time, we're going to hook up. I'm telling you. I meant to do it when you're here this summer, but I just got busy. G-Law, 14-3. I like it. All right, let's get back to this here. So where were we at? We were at Pittsburgh. So we got, the Jets next? I got to bring this up so I can see it. Yes, the Jets. The Jets, Jets. It's 1 o'clock game. Like, let's be serious. I mean, I love Sauce Gardner. Justin Fields, I do not think is a quarterback. I think the Jets are a year or two away from competing. That's a win. That's a win all day long right there for me. I don't even know if we even need to discuss this amongst the group here. I mean, I think we're all in agreement. We're going to beat the Jets. Now, I don't want to hear this. What happened, 2 years ago with when we went there and got beat by a backup quarterback. I did. I know it happened, but that's a fluke. So I don't expect that to happen again. That dude that day could have threw the ball out of his ass, and it was going to the right jersey. That's just sometimes you just have days like that, and it's very, very annoying. All right, so let's move on here. All right, so we're at the Jets there. We're going to scroll this up here to the top. So we're going to the Bears. Second-year quarterback, Caleb Williams. Rookie head coach. Great play caller. But let's be honest. This is a win. I mean, I don't think this is, unless the Bears are the 2025 version of the Washington Commanders, which they could be. But right now, as of Wednesday, September 3rd at 3:09, I don't see it. So that should be a win right there for the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, let's see here. Moving on. Bring this back up there. Hit that so I can see it. All right, we just did the Bears. And then this is where we start getting into some sticky ones here. Bengals and Steelers again. This is Bengals at Steelers. 1 o'clock. What did I say last time? Where's that? Pitt. Where's Pitt? I said we win. All right. So this one I'm saying is gonna be a loss. I just always split it. That's just the way I do. Yeah, Natty, I love you, sweep. I like to say a sweep too. It's AFC North football, man. I know we swept them before. We have done it. But I'm unfortunately I gotta go with a split. I hope I'm wrong. I think we got a better, I think we have a good chance of sweeping Pittsburgh this year, and I hope we do because I do not want the Steelers to make the freaking playoffs. Screw them. Screw that city. I don't like them. What'd you say, Chris? The old man will be in his dark tent by this game. He's gonna go to Osawaga, whatever the hell he called it. Go back in the cave. Right, Chris, old man Rogers, exactly. Hopefully, I mean, look, I don't know what we're going to get back from Aaron. I don't think much, but he's over a year away from his Achilles, and they say the second year you're even better. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Nanny, I'm with you. I don't want to lose to him either. Like I said, I don't want to. Just try to do little predictions here. All right, so we did Pittsburgh there. Who we got? This is where I say it gets. This could be an interesting one. We have the New England Patriots, which they have a new coach, and they're back to the Patriot way, which I guess is the Vrabel way. I think this is a win. I don't think. I don't believe in Patriots. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Vrabel's a good coach, but let's be honest, we beat his Tennessee teams a lot. I mean, so as far as this great coach that he is, we've beat him pretty handily a couple times. So I'm going with the W there, other than the fact that they got a second-year quarterback. I don't really know what else they got. And they have Mike Vrabel, which I think he's a good coach, but we beat him. Let's see here. G. Lou, you think this is a scary game? What are you saying? Weapons everywhere? Is that what you're saying about the New England game, or am I going too fast here? Crip, I don't know how we get there, but Cincinnati versus Tampa in the Super Bowl this year. Crip, you've got to seriously. I do not want to get divorced. Which I'm not going to get divorced. You got to stop speaking that into existence. I do not want that. That's my entire wife's family. They're all Buccaneers fans. I do not. I don't want that at all. No. Chris, he lost it before the injury though, so being healed ain't gonna help. Yeah, talking about Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I don't think he completely lost it, but we'll see. Where was that? Patriot. All right, so then we got the Baltimore Ravens. Let's scroll this up here. Scrolling up as far as we go. All right, so I got the Baltimore Ravens there. And I said we're gonna win the first one, right? Let's see here. Where is Baltimore? Oh no, this is the first one. Now this is Ravens at Bengals. See, I really want to say we're gonna win the other one. Oh no, the Ravens. This is a 21. Sorry, this is the Thanksgiving one. This one, I can't not pick us to win this one. It's prime time. It's paybacks. They've beat us. The Ratbirds have beat us last couple years. And I just can't see the Bengals not being fired up to go in there and rip their heart out on Thanksgiving. This for Joe Burrow, for Jackpot Joey to make a statement like, all right, you guys keep, saying Lamar's an MVP and keep voting for him and yada, yada, yada. All right, I'll show you. I got, and hopefully by then we actually got a defense. So I'm going Bengals. We're going Bengals to the W. I might pick the Bengals. I might pick the Bengals to win the next 3 here, to be honest. We'll see. No, I don't want it to happen, Crip. I want the Bengals Super Bowl. I don't want the Buccaneers. Not with us. They've already won 2. They don't need to be in the Super Bowl again. Natty Ron. Bengals beat the Ratbirds on primetime. Yeah, they've done it before. Ratbirds beat Cincinnati. Yep. Yes, he wants to beat them in primetime. I want to beat them in primetime. I want to just beat them all the time. Every chance we get. Now, you got Buffalo Bills. Like, I heard, I think Adam Shine, said that he thinks the Buffalo Bills are the best team in football, which I find surprising. I mean, that wasn't Shine. I think it might have been Austin Elmore. Actually, I think it was Austin. I think Austin said it today at 360, which I'm kind of dumbfounded by, because what have they added? So I don't really understand. I'd love to talk to Austin why he thinks that. But we have beaten the Buffalo Bills every time we play them, and it really hasn't even been close. So I am taking us for the win there in Buffalo. This is where I said you guys are going to like this, the next 3. Because you got Baltimore again. And I said I was going to take a split, but damn it, I hate the Ravens. I hate the Ravens. I am so tired of these guys beating the crap out of Joe Burrow. I'm so tired of them late hitting him. I'm so tired of them getting away with fouls and penalties, because let's be real here, people. There wasn't 1 penalty, 2 penalties, 3 penalties, 4 penalties, 5. There's 5 penalties on that freaking 2-point conversion, and they didn't call any of them. And Joe Burrow got late hit I don't know how many times. I want to destroy the Ratbirds. I'm so sick and tired. Oh, Lamar Jackson's this, Lamar Jackson's that, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. I want to shut them up. I don't care. We're going to win. That's 3 wins in a row. We're beating Baltimore. I'm taking it. We're beating Baltimore. Now, Ryan, you got an L on that one. You taking an L on that one? I'm taking a win, dude. I'm going 3 in a row. Because the thing is, it's already in the season. And you got to remember that. You look at the time of the season here. We got after this. We got 3 games left. What do the Bengals do at the end of the season with Joe Burrow? They go on winning streaks. They won 6 in a row to end last year with our crappy defense, with our crappy offensive line. If we have a really good offensive line this year and a halfway decent defense, we might win the rest of these. That's a very good team. We get through Baltimore, Buffalo, or excuse me. Yeah, Baltimore, Buffalo, Baltimore with all 3 wins. Dude, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm saying, that time of year, we are hitting and even when Jake Browning was our quarterback, we were playing better. That's when Jake really started hitting his stride, if you guys remember back 2 years ago. Zach Taylor, come November and December, has his team playing the best football of the year. I don't know what the hell he does September and October. That's what we're trying to work on this year. November and December, we are hitting on all cylinders. Heading into the playoffs. That's where we're going to be at. That's why I think we sweep them. Those 2 that I think they go to Baltimore on Thanksgiving, rip their heart out to beat them, come back and beat them again. You like that pick? Thanks. You had a flashback? You had a flashback of us winning? Is that what you had, Natty? Yes, December and January Bengals for some reason are really damn good. That's what I'm saying. You get through those, dude, it's smooth sailing. You got Miami. Aren't you so glad that the Bengals won the Burrow Bowl when they lost to Miami. The only time I've ever in my entire life rooted for the Bengals to lose because I wanted Joe freaking Burrow. Jackpot Joey. They were on Miami. Bengals at Miami. Let me see here. I got it written down. I'm going to bring the schedule up here. Let's see here. Bengals at Miami. Yep, at the Dolphins. 8:20. Primetime game. That's a win. That's another win. That's another win. I don't see how. I don't see how they go into to Miami and lose. You know, I mean, I honestly think this might be the last year for their coach, who's freaking weirdo. If you ask me. All right, people. Let's just look here before we get to the last two here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wins. Oh crap. 12 wins I've got. I'll try to do this without orange coat so good. I got 12-2 right now. But I mean, seriously, I don't think that's crazy. I mean, you got tough games. I think Minnesota, Denver's gonna be tough. You got Minnesota, Denver, Detroit, Green Bay. Pittsburgh's always tough. Then Jets not. Chicago's not. The Pittsburgh Pats, I don't think they are. Then you got they got some tough games, but I don't think any of these. I don't think I'm too crazy. You know, I don't think I'm too crazy. I just don't. I don't know. We'll see. So if we're going with this, let's go. We got Arizona. That's the next one. I'm gonna bring it up here. I try to do this like not as a big old homer, but I'm like, I really don't think I'm too far. But we got Cardinals at Bengals. It's at home. I mean, honestly, we got to defend the jungle this year. We need to go undefeated at home. So I'm going to win. A win in Arizona. So that puts us at what, 13 and 2, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 2. 13 and 2. We'll see. What you say, Dustin? Ice to you account for spread games. They usually help predictions with wins. No, I'm just going what I feel. I don't care about spreads. I just want to win or loss. That's it. Now I'm going spreads or nothing like that. And I'm not even. This is just my prediction. I'm not listening to anybody. I'm not using analytics. I'm not using odds. I'm not using anything. And the last time I did a prediction, I don't think I did a prediction show, but last time I actually put what I think the Bengals season was going to be, I think I got the wins right. And then we went to the Super Bowl in 2021. It's on Facebook somewhere. I put it out there. And I think I got the wins right. I don't know if I got all the games right, but I got the number right. And that, if you guys have watched the show for a long time, that's the year I told everybody I was going to put $100 on the Bengals to make it to the Super Bowl. And we didn't have betting here in Ohio. And drove all the way down to Lawrenceburg. I got off work. It was like, by the time I got down there, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, and sports book wasn't open. And I never went back. And I wish I would have, because I would have won like $3,000. Because nobody was picking the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl that year. But I did. So with all that, it's going to be a typical Bengals-Browns game where the Bengals have everything wrapped up and don't give a crap, and then they'll lose to the Browns. And then the Browns fans go, "See, we own you. We own you." I'm like, you don't own us. We don't care again. So what's that make me? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 1, 2, 13 and 3, baby. 13 and 3. Oh my goodness. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't Burrow speaking. Oh, I'd go watch him. Yeah, you guys can watch me. Whatever. I have to go check that out. But I got the 13 and 3. Again, but Dustin, you got Dustin. I think it's important to get home field advantage in the playoffs. We took 2 L's in case. We took one. You talk about playoffs. We took 1 L in KC. If you're talking about playoffs, Last two times, yeah, we did. And when it was last time, when was the last time we won in Baltimore? Super Bowl year, probably. But yes, I agree with you. I do think we need to get the home field advantage because, well, I got season tickets and I want them here. So, wait, you got split screen like me and Jackpot? Like I'm like right here, got arm around Jackpot. Going, hey, how you doing? Gilu, we could win all the games realistically. 14-3 is reasonable. I'm asking you guys' opinion. I mean, that's a lot. But I mean, you got the Browns, Jacksonville. That's right. I think those were 2-0. Minnesota, Denver. We could win both those. I got us losing Minnesota. I got us beating Denver. I got us beating Detroit. I got us losing to Green Bay, which I think we could win that one. I got us beating Pittsburgh, winning against the Jets, beating the Bears, losing to Pittsburgh, beating the Patriots, winning at Baltimore, beating Buffalo, which we've owned Buffalo. Winning at Baltimore, winning at Miami, winning Arizona, and then losing to the Browns because we don't give a crap about the game. I keep going over this. I'm like, I could see I switch a couple. Detroit could beat us. I mean, that could be one that goes back. We could win at Green Bay, so that would switch those two. We could win. We could lose Minnesota and Denver, or we can win. But I mean, I just the biggest thing to me, as long as our defense plays good, which I think it's going to, we'll see. Gila, you put money on it? I might. The odds aren't as good right now. I missed one. What I missed, Gila? What'd I say? I only one AFC loss. Is that what I got? I don't even know. Well, no, I got us losing to Pittsburgh and splitting with the Browns. I got splitting with Pittsburgh, and I got us splitting with the Browns and sweeping Baltimore. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, call me crazy. I've been called worse. Call me a homer. I've been called that too. But if this is where, and I'll go with Joe's thing with hope. That he hates hope because hope means, in his opinion, hope means you don't have anything. And then he's talking about the Bengals defense. I don't necessarily agree with that because of what we've seen from these players. We've seen them play good. We've seen them play good consistently. We haven't really seen it the last 2 years. We did down the stretch last year. I do think Al Golin's going to get the most out of them because these young guys are getting their shot. And I think these young guys are chomping at the bit to prove what they can do. And they know they're getting a legit shot at it. And the offense is the offense. We know what it is. I think it's even going to be better than it was last year because Chase Brown, mark it down, is going to break James Brooks' all-time yardage record from scrimmage. Joe Burrow is going to win the MVP. That's another one of my predictions. Those are two of my bold predictions. I don't know if Joe Burrow winning a MVP is a bold prediction. And I don't know Chase Brown really breaking James Brooks' all-time line of scrimmage record is a bold prediction because he damn near did it last year. So, but the Bengals, this is my bold one. Bengals win the first of 3 in a row. Because I'll put you this way. Oh my goodness, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Trey is really the only one we got to worry about necessarily losing again next year. Even if Cam Taylor-Britt does really good, they could sign him. Even if they got Dax Hill already signed. I can't think of I'm sure there's other guys under contract. They're signable. There's no big superstar on that defense that's not signed. Even if they have a monster year this year, if Trey has a monster year this year, he's going to be really hard to sign. But if Shamar Stewart blows up like we hope he does, that'd be great. Then if Trey can really see what I can see, and knows he's got a chance to win back-to-back, does he really want to leave for all that money when he's got $30 million? And if they franchise tag him, he's guaranteed, what, 37, maybe 40 million? That's where I'm like, I don't know if Trey necessarily leaves. That's where I'm like, if this defense progresses like I think it, because I'll put it, I hate compare it to the Chiefs, but in 2022, when they went on their 3-year Super Bowl not run, they didn't win last year, but they went to Super Bowl 3 years in a row. They went with a very young defense, and they got all kinds of praise. Oh my goodness, they've done such a great job of drafting and developing and blah 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 blah. And that's exactly what the Bengals have done. Now, hey, I don't know if they've developed them yet. We're about to find out. But that's what I'm saying, people. If they get this right, I'm not crazy. I'm not. If you listen to what I'm saying, I'm not crazy. It could happen. It could happen. All right, let's see what you guys saying here. Bengals are going for it. Exactly, Natty. I'm saying the Bengals will have one. Oh, you're saying they'll have. Oh, you're only saying they'll have one AFC loss. Okay, all right, cool. I got you. That works. Oh, you're saying I said that. Most of the L's will be on the NFC side. Okay, G. Lou's guys 14-3. All right, there you go. Great minds think alike. And then change of 13-3. Great minds, 13-3 is better. 17 games. that always gets me too, G-Lou. I always forget that. We're playing 17 games now. Natty Ron. Jackpot Joy will be MVP and Chase will be Super Bowl MVP. Ooh, me likey. Either way, I'm like, I want to ask you guys, am I crazy for thinking that the Bengals are at that point where they can really make a long run? You know what I mean? A long run, 3 years. I mean, really, that's by 3 years, guys are going to have to start getting paid again. I mean, I'll tell you this. We missed our chance. We went to Super Bowl with Joe Burrow in 21. 22, we barely got beat in Kansas City. 23, we were starting to come back. Burrow got hurt. Dude, if Burrow did get hurt that year, we're going back to the AFC Championship game, I think. That's a 3-year run. Last year was a bump in the road. And that was from the previous 2 years of, in my opinion, pulling the old shit handle, letting guys leave, and not having a plan to replace them. They had a plan this year. They executed their plan. We might not like the plan, but at least it was a plan. They didn't let DJ Reader walk out the door and go, oh, crap, we're going to go sign Rankins. They didn't let Von Bell walk out the door like, oh, man, we're going to sign Mike Scott. They didn't do that. You say, well, what about the guards? Like, well, they planned on drafting one and they ended up signing 2. Well, they drafted, I think, their future guard in Rivers. So they got 4 players at guard. They drafted 2 and signed 2. And I know I heard Paul Danner and Mo on there saying, the Dalton Risner is same as Patrick as we got. Well, that's fine. If he's the same, then if one gets hurt, we'll replace him with the other one. If they're the same, whichever one's playing the best, we'll put them in there, which is going to be Risner. Dalton Risner. I got Dalton Risner. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be really good. I think Fairchild's going to be really good. Ted Karras is still a really good center. He said it's a crazy laugh. That is my crazy laugh. I was just like, we can do this. And Shamar Stewart, defensive rookie, he could be. And another one is Marshall. Or not Marshall. Crud. The rookie linebacker we got out of South Carolina. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of his name right now. Thanks. I don't think I'm crazy. I've talked to other people, and they were like, you're nuts. I'm like, all right, I could be nuts. That's fine. But I do really pay attention to this team and really pay attention to what they did and really pay attention to their vision of what they're trying to do. And I can see it. G-Law been pounding the table this offseason. For what? What'd you been pounding? Knight. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Natty. Knight could win Rookie of the Year. I mean, he's going to be put in position to do it. It's all there for, and that's the thing. You got a lot of guys on that defensive side of the ball that not only need to prove what they can do for their football career, but for their money. Trey needs to prove he can do what he's been doing. Cam needs to prove what he do what he can do to get another contract. Joseph Osai needs to have a big year to get a big contract. Miles Murphy needs to have a big year to stay with the Bengals, to hopefully stay in the NFL. That, if that's not motivation to do better, other than you want to win a Super Bowl, I don't know what is. Now he said, I wish they would sign a veteran safety. I would like that. I still would like that, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. What'd you say, Dustin? Great insight from Burrow. He said the flavor of the league on the defense now is making every coverage look the same. Pre-snap, every distinguished snap, or every distinguished post-snap. He said that that's Cleveland's strength. Yeah. I mean, I think Burrow's going to crush him. I don't think they can cover our guys. They can disguise it all they want. Burrow's going to be able to figure it out. That's one thing I do. Something I want to bring up too. That I thought was interesting. That again, I heard on NFL radio this morning. They were talking about how awesome and how great that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson came from the spread offense in college and were able to come to the NFL and learn how to read defenses. And, which it is. That's good they did that. I'm not saying it's bad. But they're getting praise for that. Funny thing is, you never hear Burrow getting praise for that. You know why? Because he already knew how to do it from day one. I go back to the first game versus the Chargers. The stupid ref does not call offensive pass interference on A.J. Green. Jackpot Joey leads us down the field with, a minute left of the game to win the game. And they called freaking pass interference. Jackpot Joey's different. I've said that from the get-go. He's better than Lamar. He's better than Josh. He's just better. I'm sorry. He's been better than them from the get-go. He just happens to play for the Bengals, and they don't like us. Dustin, just trying to nerd out on what Burrow is saying. Yeah. I thought it would be fun to talk about his league trends. Oh, you mean as far as the defense goes and how they do the coverage? I don't honestly, my brain, I'm not smart enough, I guess, to talk about that. To be honest, and I've been up for 53 minutes, so I'm probably going to get out of here pretty soon. What's up, Lawrence? How you doing? But that's, I guess I'll ask you this, Dustin, since you're on here. Am I wrong about what I say about Joe Burrow? That he can already do the stuff that he can do it even better now, but he can already read defenses and do a lot of stuff that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson had to learn when they came in the NFL. Joe Burrow could already do it. That's what I'm saying. That's where I keep saying Joe Burrow is just better. And the reason being, Joe Burrow had to work his ass off to get where he's at. He was not a 5-star recruit. He went to Ohio State and got buried. Broke his hand his, freshman, sophomore year. Got buried. Almost went to UC. Almost quit football. Didn't think he was going to amount to anything. And lo and behold, goes down to LSU. And the second year wins the national championship. And one thing, if you guys remember that LSU team, how talented that offense was? The offense. That's one thing they always talk about, how talented that team was. Defense was good. I can't. The cornerback was really good. I'm trying to think if there's some defensive players. All I remember them talking about is the offensive guys. I'm trying to think of standout defensive players that they had on the LSU team that's in the NFL. I'm sure there are some. I just don't know. I'm comparing this 2025 Bengals team. offensively, at least offensively, maybe defensively. I had to do some more research on 2020 LSU. But I think these teams are very comparable. And you saw what LSU did to college football. I think the Bengals are going to do that to the NFL. Dustin. Yeah, you're right about Burrow. I also think the Bengals need to give credit for how much weapons they gave him. Exactly. The Ravens and the Bills front office has done it, but not at our level. And that's and Dustin, Austin Elmore here in Cincinnati 360 said he thinks Buffalo and Jacksonville are the two best teams in the NFL. I don't disagree with him as far as talent for. I say Jacksonville. Sorry, I meant Buffalo and Baltimore. I don't disagree with them for Baltimore. I do think they're talented. I think they're beatable. As long as our defense plays up to what I think they're going to, I think we're more talented. But I just don't get the whole thing with him with Baltimore or Buffalo. I mean, what did Buffalo add? Did I miss something? Did they add? They got a good team, and they're one of the better teams in football. But to sit there and say it's them and Baltimore are the two best. Like, I don't know. I mean, nobody's predicting the Bengals up there, which I like that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Bills defense is ass. That's where I'm like, how are they one of the best? I mean, the second best team in football, according to Austin. I don't get it. Jolly. Bold prediction. Trey wins a triple crown. I don't think any Bengal wins a triple crown, to be honest. That is a bold prediction. I don't think Jamar. I think Jamar's numbers go down this year, to be honest. Especially if T is healthy. All 17 games, or most 17. I think he missed 5 games last year, and he's missed 5, I think, the last 2 years. I know he's worked really hard to try to get that hamstring, so he doesn't have any problems with it, which so far he had. If you remember last year, he didn't play the first game. He had a hamstring issue come up like 2 days before. So better knock on wood here. I'm not trying to speak anything into existence here. But my point is, I don't think Jamar is going to have the numbers he had last year. And I think Jamar's fine with that, because I think Chase Brown is going to be a lot bigger weapon in this offense than people think. I think Pitch really likes him. When he's coming out in June and saying Chase Brown is a top 5, top 10 running back, that means that guy's got something planned for him, I think. I think they're going to use him a lot. I'm about out of here. Let's see here. A couple more I get out of here. Crip, they added Dale Altman as a fan, Buffalo. It's true. I just asked him. Okay. No idea what you're talking about. As usual, Crip. Dustin, here is where I'm ranking. Baltimore, Bengals, Chiefs. I do think the Chiefs had a sneaky good offseason. I do too. And Baltimore and Cincy really come down to who plays better that day. I don't disagree with that. Even though I got to sweep in Baltimore, just because I hate. That's what I'm probably gonna regret. They might not sweep them. I just want to kick their ass. Chris, I think T's hammy will be good this year. He talked about it a couple times, and it sounds like he put in stretching work to keep him good. Yeah, he has. He's done a lot of extra work this year to try to keep himself healthy. And hopefully it comes up. But just think 2019 LSU. I think that's what our offense is going to look like. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, I've been on live stream on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me in all those, along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. I will be pulling a sound off later on today, put on the podcast on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor, listen to it, and then rate, like, and review. Leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. And, of course,
all right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping requires. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window Door and More. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window Door and More. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
And football is back this Sunday. If you guys are looking for a watch party that yours truly will be hosting, might I suggest this?
Hey guys, what's going on? Football is back, baby! Looking for a place to watch the Bengals beat the Browns? Might I suggest Moorline Lager House starting at 12 o'clock? I'll be there playing some music, playing some games, and drinking some beer. We got $5 drafts, $5 well drinks, $5 house wine, $5 special shot of the day. I don't know what the shot of the day is, but it's special, so it sounds delicious. We'll also be giving away free samples of Best Day Brewery. Check that out. Come on down, hold on to your table the entire game. No rush. Sit there, chill, have a great time, drink some beer, eat some delicious morning food, and watch the Bengals beat the Browns. Again, that's this Sunday, 12 o'clock, Moorline Lager House Watch Day Experience. Hope to see you there. Let's go.
It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to get down there. I'll be DJing/hosting starting at 12 o'clock. Games at 1 o'clock. We'll be doing Bengals trivia, prizes, games, all kinds of cool stuff. They got cornhole down there. It's going to be an absolute blast. Come on down. Join me down there every Sunday, but starting this Sunday. And there's no cover for this. Just show up. You got obviously got to pay for your food and drink, but it's $5 for everything. You know, $5 beers, $5 shots, well drinks, all that stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. What is tomorrow? My day is, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Oh, yeah, Game On will be on tomorrow. Show's gonna be at 6 o'clock tomorrow. I know the show's jumping around. I got stuff. I got 3 jobs. Sometimes I got to move the show to be able to do this. So I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and remember one thing and one thing only. That is Houday for life. And acknowledge Cincinnati. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.